Welcome ladies and gentlemen to Racing Games. My name is Toby and here we have 4 tips for getting started in Forza Horizon 5. So let's jump straight into it. So Forza Horizon 5 is now here. Welcome to Mexico. Before the festival really gets started, there are some things you'll want to do to make sure you get the best out of the game. Here are our tips. Firstly, make sure you choose your graphic settings. PC players will be used to tailoring the graphic settings to their systems, but in the case of Forza Horizon, there's a choice to be made on the Xbox as well. You'll need to decide between quality and performance modes. Quality mode sets the game at 30 frames per second, but adds some fancier water and foliage effects. Performance mode means that the water splashes lose their transparency, and there's less in the way of greenery as you barrel across the landscape. You then get 60 frames per second though, so it might well be worth the trade-off for you. Personally, I've played the game on the Xbox Series X in each mode, and I'm finding that I switch between modes depending on what I'm doing. 60 frames per second does help with racing, but that quality mode does look glorious in free roam and on expeditions. I'd also stick with quality for the showcases, which are quite straightforward competitions but look fantastic. Next, we think you should get familiar with drone mode. Drone mode is so useful in Forza Horizon 5. You'll be able to record amazing footage, explore locations more fully to make sure you have all the bonus boards, and also spot those tricky to find barn finds. You can find drone mode in the Creative Hub section of the menu. It's nice that we don't need to unlock it this time. Make sure you configure your controller. If you're a wheel player, you already know how important it is to get the settings just right before you start racing. But this time around, controller players need to make some tweaks too. On the Xbox, Forza Horizon 5 comes with a slightly odd controller setup. There's no gear down button configured, so if you're a serious racer, you'll want to fix that immediately. There are also large dead zones for both brake and accelerator. If you're disabling the driver aids, you'll want a bigger range of input for each. Find these settings under Advanced Controls in the menu. And finally, unlocking fast travel. This is something you want to do as early as you can in the game. The Mexico map is very large and it can take a lot of your time getting from event to event. Story chapters can often be located in opposite corners of the map, so you'll be driving miles and miles just to take part in the next stage. There's a house you'll need to purchase to enable you to fast travel. This is, of course, the Buenas Vistas house. This is the house nearest El Arco de Cabo San Lucas, the big stone arch on the west coast. Once you have this house, you can click on any road on the map and travel there instantly. But bear in mind, until you found all of the fast travel boards, that this can get very expensive. So, I've been Toby for Racing Games, and I hope those 4 tips really help you get started in Forza Horizon 5. Now, I'm off to go and sink some more hours into the incredible Mexico map.